Ethiopia and France signed the three cooperation agreement to strengthen their relations. The signing of the agreement has come following the visit of French President Emmanuel Macron to Finfinne. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and President Macron presided over the signing of cooperation agreements between the two countries. Engineer Aisha Mohammed, Minister of Defense, signed the Defense Cooperation Agreement over training, capacity building, and strategic level exchanges. Similarly, Ahmed Shide, Minister of Finance, signed the Memorandum of Understanding on the promotion of French investments in Ethiopia, the Joint Declaration on Financial Support to the Economic Transition, and the Joint Declaration on Heritage Cooperation. President Macron also indicated that he will consider budgetary support to Ethiopia, supplementing existing multilateral initiatives. Plans in urban development and Ethiopian air transport development strategies were also on the agenda. Macron also praised Dr. Abiy Ahmed for his local reforms and regional peace efforts. Ethiopia's State Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Hiruth Zamane, met with the Special Envoy for the Horn of Africa of Sweden, Urban Andersson. During the discussion, Andersson expressed his country's continued commitment to support Ethiopia's efforts in the maintenance of regional peace and stability. Mrs. Hiruth briefed the Special Envoy on the comprehensive political and economic reforms in Ethiopia, further noting his historic rapprochement between Ethiopia and Eritrea and it is peace dividend to the region. In such score, the state minister called on Swedish support, particularly in areas of advancing democratization in Ethiopia. Discussions also focused on the upcoming International Peace Conference due to be held in Sweden, Stockholm, in May 2019. State Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Marcos Tuckley received a Canadian parliamentary delegation headed by Renel, chair of the Canada-Africa Parliamentary Association. The State Minister briefed the Canadian delegation on the ongoing comprehensive reforms in Ethiopia, including opening up the political space, release of prisoners, the return to Ethiopia of armed groups, as well as the economic and social developments in the country. Dr. Marcos also mentioned the various key initiatives undertaken in the economic frontier, such as partial and full privatization schemes of state-owned enterprises. In this regard, he called on Canadian companies to seize the lucrative trade and investment opportunities in Ethiopia. They have reaffirmed their commitment to support the ongoing reforms in Ethiopia and particularly help Ethiopia's endeavors in areas of science, information technology, as well as all infrastructure developments. Leaders of sector offices of the Oromia regional states have discussed ways on fulfilling public promises as soon as possible. Fkadu Brown has a story.
Leaders of sectorial offices of the Oromia regional state have discussed ways of fulfilling public promises and sustaining the ever-started reform. With the rank of Vice President of the Oromia regional state coordinator of rural cluster, Dr. Girma Amante